All right, here we are back again. As much anticipated, I know you all are waiting for this to happen. I'm Casey.
And I'm Kevin, number two.
Nice cough on the very intro there. All right, this week we've got some things to talk about. We noticed on one of the suggestions, somebody wanted Kevin to talk about the drones.
They wanted my opinion on the drones.
So what is your opinion? Oh, by the way, did the Cowboys win today?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. All right, let's get back to the drones.
What do you think about the drones? I have my opinion on the drones.
I just disappeared. Nobody talks about it no more, and nobody tells you what it really was. We never found out, did we?
I don't know, not that I know of. Everything is flying around Jersey, and then all of a sudden out, I think they started seeing them out west, like out in California or whatever.
And
then now all of a sudden zero.
Yeah.
So I think it's this is just my opinion. I think the government knew all along what it was. And that's
I think it was Amazon deliveries. Don't you? You don't I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
No, I think the government knew what it was, and I don't think it was I don't know if it was like some, like another country, say China or somebody like that. But
could have been.
It could have very well been, but I'm just saying I think if it was that, it would have got shut down a little quicker. I would like to think that anyway, but we got a bunch of morons in Washington, so but all their big deal was around here anyway. Maybe it's because we're where we're at. Don't shoot the drones. You can't shoot them out of the sky and all this kind of stuff. And
they got
it's a felony.
Packages
Well, it's a felony, but I think I just think the government knew what it was, and it might have been the government actually doing it. Because, like you said, when it just goes away, nobody's talking about it. Nobody on the news is talking about it. We never, as far as I know, nobody said definitively it was this or it was that. So they were doing it, and what it was about, I don't know. But
it's
when it all gets cut off, because you know how they can go to the media and say, look, do not mention this anymore, and they'll play right along like a bunch of Pied Pipers, So anyway, that's my opinion on the drones. I think it was the government doing it. What it was for, I don't have a clue.
Government?
I think it was either our government was doing it, or they're just too stupid, which is highly possible, to figure out what it was. But I think because they shut it off and you don't hear about them no more, I think it was our government doing it.
Let us know what you guys think, what the drones were in the comments down below. We do read them. Also, as most of you know, we kind of gear this towards men, but we will have segments for the women, for the children. We will be bringing on some people. Also, I'm going to go over this one more time because somebody told me to do it. You want to do it, Kevin?
No, you do it. They got mad at you, not me.
Did they really? Nobody gets mad at me. But anyway, this again, we're here to have a good time, talk about current events. We're going to give some tips to the ladies on certain things that.
I had one actually tell me today. She wanted to be there on those. Make sure she knew about the cleaning tip day because she was really wanting to know.
Oh, and I do have a cleaning tip for today, but we'll save that for a little bit later. But anyway, so
I couldn't tell whether she was being sarcastic or not. I think so. I don't know. I think so.
So lighten up. If you can't laugh at yourself, you don't need to be watching this program. We're just here to have a good time and maybe learn from you guys as well. So anyway, back to.
I know you didn't watch PBR today, but Lucas Divino just won.
Unfortunately, I couldn't watch it.
Madison Square Garden. He won. He won the PBR. That's Lucas Divino. That's about probably $50,000.
PBR? Mm-hmm. He won the whole thing?
No, just an event.
Oh, I was going to say
they have an event.
Yeah,
but I mean they had to write.
Make that in an episode.
I know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, that's
what else you got over there?
You watch the Longhorn game?
Yes, I did. Did you go back and watch it? The overtime?
I'd seen the replay of it. I know they won. So I mean,
Yeah, that was a
that
heck
was
of a game. Yeah, if you're into college, I'm not. I mean, if it's on, I'll watch it. I just luckily flipped over, and it was in the first overtime. And boy, that was who was it? Arizona State.
Arizona State. What's
Ooh, that? All the Arizona State people thought they done won that game, and I did too.
What's that boy's name? The one that he was MVP of the game.
Doing that through it or caught?
No, the remember the dude the running back that threw the skate bowl or skatey bowl?
Don't give me.
I don't know what his name is, but you know.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Anyway, yeah, he was first time it ever happened. I think he was the MVP of the game on a losing team.
Wow.
So that's kind of like Chuck Halley back in the day. He was the MVP of the losing Super Bowl.
Sounds like my football day.
Yeah, I know.
We'd lose, I'd get, I'd win.
But yeah, they're playing Ohio, and Ohio manhandled the Oregon Ducks, and Oregon came in number one. So
yeah,
I think Texas got their hands full. I don't know if they got enough to.
Yeah,
I don't. They're gonna have a game plan. They're gonna have to execute because Ohio State is a good football team. So we'll see what happens.
All right, let's get you ready to get into the cleaning tip of the day, ladies. Are y'all close to the camera? Or wouldn't be the camera, it'd be the phone or the TV, right?
Something.
All right, so here we go, ladies. Listen up. So when you know how you vacuum, you may know about this too.
I know it's always during the PBR, during a football game or something like that. So that's all I know.
Well, there's things that you do that you really probably don't know you're doing because you're not a professional at cleaning like we are. You know what I'm saying? So you got the forward stroke down on the vacuum cleaner, but some of you, I don't know if you're angry or whatever, but you yank that vacuum back really quick. Well, if you slow that down, the front of that vacuum cleaner's coming up and it's not sucking up the sand. You got that thing reared up in the air, pulling it back. You ever notice that?
Mm-hmm.
You ever done that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me either. So anyway, some of you living on the beach and don't even know it. There's so much sand in your carpet. So what you want to do is when you stroke forward, slow it down and pull it back. And if your man's in the room while you're vacuuming and you're pulling it back, you might want to do a little leg kick and a little wink at your man so he knows how much you appreciate him. So hopefully that was a good tip for today. What do you think?
Probably good as any, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. What else we got, Kevin? Kind of a slow week.
The Cowboys again. What they're 7-10. They're not going to the playoffs. Do you think
he sold his house, didn't he? Coach?
I heard him talking about it on the radio the other day. What's his name? Anyway, Cowboys coach. Goes Green Bay to a Super Bowl. Anyway, McCarthy. He was on a radio station locally. He does the coach's show, like all the players, anyway. He said he wants to stay in Dallas. Because he's talking about he didn't have no idea at this point. They hadn't talked about his contract or anything else, so he don't know whether he's going to be here or not. Or at that point, he didn't. And his wife and his kids, they really like it in Dallas and been here 5 years. And I think he's had a lot of time in Dallas before he was even coach here. So doing what, I don't know. But anyway, I kind of don't think he'll be here just because
I don't think it matters.
I don't think
it matters who we have. It's going to be a total, complete breakdown and regroup, and it's going to take years for it to even come close to a Super Bowl run.
I hope not, but I think you're probably right.
I mean, I just don't see it happening anytime soon. You got KC playing right now with their second or third string. I mean, I've just left the Denver game and they were up.
They've locked everything. Denver up?
Oh, they were up like 21-0.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Denver's be in the playoffs anyway.
Yeah, they have to win today to be in the playoffs. I just talked to a buddy of mine up in Denver, and he said, yeah, they have to win to be in. So they're unless something else happens, they're going to win. So Denver will be in. Of course, KC's in.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, buddy mine's probably watching this, and he is a major Eagles fan and really hates the Cowboys, and I'm kind of getting on his side.
There's no anything Philadelphia, man. I don't like nothing about
I
Philadelphia.
never liked Philadelphia either, but just for his sake, I don't know. They beat us and pounding us. Who are they going to play though?
I don't know. I don't know the whole picture of the playoffs or whatever, but
Washington's in.
Washington's in, but they'll in Atlanta and Atlanta had to win to get in. Atlanta had to win, and Tampa Bay had to lose. I think Tampa Bay and whoever they were, New Orleans, they were tied up. Atlanta and the
Tampa Bay won.
Panthers, Tampa Bay won.
Bay won.
So I think they're in.
Okay.
And I think Atlanta's out. So.
And if you looked at Washington, the Redskins, I'm not going to cater to the woke crap and call them Commanders, whatever.
Yeah.
That was the first time since 1991 that they won 12 or 14 games in the season.
Had to be 12. They were 11-5 going in today.
First time since 1991. Now that's 34 years
That was
ago.
Joe Theismann days.
Jeez.
That was probably when they won their last Super Bowl.
I had no idea. I knew they'd been bad for a long time, but Cowboys are coming in a close second, though.
I just hope this 7-10 stuff don't just like keep going. You know what I mean? Because a lot of teams fall in a funk, and it takes forever to get out of it. And we've got a lot of talent on our football team. I just hope we don't wash it all out and have to start over again. And then you got that building process. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with it, but I think there's a whole lot of changes coming, and I think I don't think McCarthy will be here. That's just my opinion. I hadn't heard, but I don't think he'll be here
because he wants to be here. I think after working for Jerry for that long, I think you just kind of want to get out.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, you look at all.
I mean, because everybody, I mean, he can hire a coach. I mean, maybe it's guys that just are wanting to get into coaching, and what do you think about Prime being here?
I think it would bring excitement anyway. I mean, again.
But anyway, he said he don't want to. He don't want to mess with pros.
I think it all comes down to discipline. I don't think we've had a coach since Jimmy Johnson.
Well, and that's why he said he don't want to coach
because they're not disciplined.
He wants to stay with college guys because he can.
They're hungry.
Develop those guys. Yeah. He can make men out of them, and that's his game. So, and I understand that, but
we still have 2 college games left, and then 1. There's 4 teams left, right?
Yeah. If there's 4 teams left, and there's 2 games, and then
we got the championship.
The championship game will probably be.
You think it's Ohio?
I don't know. They're usually like on a Monday night or something. Who's the other 2 teams?
I don't know. I think the Cotton Bowl is coming up this Friday night. I forget who's in it. But anyway, so we'll pay more attention to the college. I love watching college ball. I just don't have a team.
I don't follow it. The last time I followed any kind of college ball was when Aikman was at UCLA.
Yeah.
And I watched the Cotton Bowl game because he was in it, and I knew Dallas was going to take him. That was the big talk for years, or not for years, but for a long time. We knew we had the first pick, and everybody was pointing at Aikman, and I was like, I'm gonna go watch this dude. And he played Cotton Bowl that day, and I forget who they played, but they won, and it was a good game, and I watched him in college. So I don't know. We'll see.
I was working that Cotton Bowl.
Was you?
Yes, I sure was. I was at Aikman's first golf tournament and got one of his hats, and he signed it for me. And like a big dummy, I didn't turn around and go to the other table. Roger Staubach was right there. I could have got him to sign up the other side of it, and I didn't even think about it. But I was at his first. I worked his first for Coca-Cola. So
yeah, we tried to go. We tried to go drag his race cars around too. Remember that? We never got a response out of him. Remember when Staubach and Aikman had that racing team?
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
That was a long time ago. Yes.
What was that? What they call it? I can't remember what they call it. They didn't last very long.
Yeah.
I guess they figured out how much money it cost to
play
the race game.
Their bank accounts pretty quick.
Forget this.
Hey, by the way, if you're in the North Texas area, have you been keeping up with the weather?
Getting cold outside.
Getting cold, but Thursday and Friday, we're due for some sleet, snow, and everything. We're under a winter storm watch. Thursday and Friday. Did you know that?
I heard there was a
snow.
chance, but I didn't hear
Oh no,
like a
now
major.
it's 75 and 80% on both days.
Really?
Snow, sleet, rain, freezing, all that good stuff. So
Pack your
heads up on
firewood up.
that. Yeah.
Stack your firewood on a dry spot somewhere, because it's Robin pestered me until I got that done.
That's
I got it all on the porch.
Yeah,
and
that's all y'all doing.
feel
I was
every.
gonna help, but I wasn't
know.
dressed, so I couldn't.
I hear you.
Yeah. So anyway,
What about Mike?
Yeah, again, we talked about last week. I was going to bring up, and we're going to have the phone number and his name up. And I'm talking about drug and alcohol rehab, any addiction. He has been doing this for 17 years. He knows where these people are at. He was there. We are going to have his name and phone number on this. And
we're going to have him in here to talk to him too.
Yeah, we're going to bring him in, and maybe if you know somebody in your life who's addicted to something and you have questions, you can put them in there and we'll ask him. And it is a Christ-centered 12-step plan program. So either way, it's going to be a good deal. So we'll have his name and phone number on here, and got questions for him. We'll be getting him in here in the next week or two to go over some of the things he does, and hopefully we can get some of y'all's questions answered. And we will be having, like we talked about last time, some other guests on the show to have some fun. We'll even have women on here. What do you think about that?
I know the first one that wants to be on here.
Oh yeah, I do too. They say women like run companies and own businesses. I just don't know about all that, but we'll see. We'll have to figure that out. But anyway, we're about to wrap that up. Anything else that we want to talk about? Are we done for the week? It's a little slow week, wasn't it? The drones.
The drones. That's one thing that's still unanswered. I guess that'll go unanswered now because they're not going to talk about it no more.
No, they're not going to talk about it. All right, guys. I guess we'll wrap this up. It's a short one, and we'll see you on the next time. I'm Casey.
I'm Kevin.
We're out.
Adios. Everybody, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and share this video. Help us out. We're getting rolling here, so subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.